Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Namna Kharal, and in this video I would like to share some very important lab values for the NCLEX. So let's begin with 0.62 1.2, which is the normal value for creatinine, and lithium, which is an antimanic drug. And about lithium I had already discussed on my previous videos. And the second one is 10 to 20, which is the normal range for BUN, that is blood urea nitrogen, and phenytoin, which is an anticonvulsant drug. So remember 10 to 20 for BUN and phenytoin. And I want you to remember the magnesium and phosphorus together. For magnesium we have 1.5 to 2.5, and the phosphorus is the continuation of magnesium. So phosphorus is 2.5 to 4.5. So 1.5 to 2.5 is for magnesium, and 2.5 to 4.5 is for phosphorus. And the other one is HCT, which is hematocrit, and the value of hematocrit varies between male and female. For female we have 37 to 47, and for male we have 42 to 52. So there is difference of 10 in both male and female. So 37 to 47 is for female, and for male 42 to 52. And the next one is triglyceride and cholesterol. For triglyceride the value should be less than 150, and for cholesterol, which is total cholesterol, the value should be less than 200. So just in case if you get confused in between the value of TG and cholesterol, if you see in cholesterol we have 2 O, right? CHO and ROL. So we have 2 O in cholesterol, so we should have 20 in the value of cholesterol. So less than 200. 200 has 20. So this is just to remember. And the next one is calcium, whose normal range is 9 to 11. And I think this is much easier to remember, 911, which is the number that we dial to call police. So 911 is for calcium. 9 to 11 is for calcium. Now moving on to ABG, which is arterial blood gas. We have to mainly remember three values. The value for pH, for PCO2, which is the partial pressure of carbon dioxide, and SCO3, which is the bicarbonate. So for pH we have 7.35 to 7.45. So if the value is less than 7.35, we consider it acidic, and if the value is more than 7.45, that would be alkaline. So 7.35 to 7.45 is the normal pH. And for PCO2, if you just cancel the 7 in both sides, the value is for PCO2. So 35 to 45. This is just to remember, 35 to 45 is for PCO2 if you just cancel 7 in both sides. For HCO3, we have to remember 22 to 26. In case you forget the value of HCO3, just say 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, right? So 22 to 26 is for HCO3. And the next one is for coagulation, which is the blood coagulation. We have to remember mainly PT, which is prothrombin time, INR, international normalized ratio, and APTT, activated partial thromboplastin time. So PT and INR is for warfarin, and APTT is for heparin. The normal range for PT is 10 to 12 seconds, so that is a time, so we have to remember the unit second. And for INR, if the patient is not under warfarin therapy, the value should be 0.8 to 1.2. And if the person is under warfarin therapy, the INR should be in between 2 to 3. And about the INR and APTT I have already discussed on my previous videos. If the patient is under heparin therapy, we monitor the APTT value, and the normal value for APTT when the patient is not in heparin therapy is 30 to 40 seconds. But if the patient is on heparin therapy, the therapeutic value should be 1.5 to 2.5 times the normal value. And the last one we have is potassium and sodium. So K is for potassium and Na is for sodium. For potassium we have the normal range 3.5 to 5. And I think this is the most important value that we have to remember for the test. And for sodium we have 135 to 145. Only the lab values that we have to report to the provider is phosphorus and potassium, because they are not within the normal range. I hope this video would be helpful for you while preparing for NCLEX. Keep watching my other videos and stay safe.